bring our way. I can see the blessings coming our way, yeah, yeah, yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way, our way, our way. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way. I can't say the light.
Okay. So we get to Publix. Oh, look, one of my braids showing, y'all. See, that's how you know. That's how you know. I just be throwing my wig on. I don't even care. I just whip my wig up and throw my wig on. My hair is really long, so it's like hard for me to tuck all my hair in. But anyway, we get to Publix, right? All I need is milk. Aaliyah been crying for cereal. We have cereal, but we don't have milk. She's like, I want cereal. I want cereal. But ain't no milk. So I was like, okay, while we're out, we're going to stop by Publix and get some milk. While Aaliyah have a whole conversation with this man, cereal, like she's literally having a conversation with this man. So I'm like looking at her, right? And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, I'm just amazed because I've never had a child before, right? This is my first child, all right? Let me finish. So this is my first child. So it throws me off guard. Like, I'm not used to this. So she's very talkative now. And so when she's having these conversations with strangers, it throws me off. And I don't know how to deal with it. So she's like, the guy, like, I'm doing fine. And she's like, oh, I'm doing fine. I want cereal. So we here to get milk to go eat cereal when we get home. And then so he was like, really? And then he started laughing. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, oh, so that's what y'all finna, so now he's trying to have a conversation with me. He's like, oh, so that's what y'all finna do when y'all finna get home? Y'all finna just have cereal and just vibe? And I'm like, yeah, I might cook depending on my mood or whatever. Long story short, I'm ready to go. So I have Aaliyah's hand, right? And I'm like literally tugging on her arm to give her the signal, okay, I'm ready to go. Let's go. We out. We got the milk. Let's be out. So they're still talking. The whole time I'm making my way to the cash register, they're still having a conversation. Like, they're literally having a conversation. And so we get to the cash register, and then so the lady ready to scan my milk, and it was some cookies I got too, not for me but for Leah, even though we already had cookies at home, but we didn't have that particular cookie that she wanted. So I'm ready to cash out. So she scans the items, and then he was like, oh, I got that. So he signals the cashier not to take my card. Keep in mind, guys, I have EBT, so it wasn't a problem for me to pay for my items. So he was like, no, I got that. So he pays the cashier, like he gives the cashier the money. And then so here goes Aaliyah. Oh, wow. Thank you. God bless you. And I'm looking at Aaliyah like, really? All he bought was, it was a nice gesture, but all he got was a milk and some cookies. But I don't know. I'm just not used to having a mini-me. Okay, so long story short, I said thank you. So I'm walking out. At this point, I'm walking to the vehicle, right? So Aaliyah's still having a conversation with him. Aaliyah asks him, oh, do you like to watch TV? And so in my mind, I'm thinking, why would Aaliyah ask him that question? Like, what is in the mind of a 4-year-old that's gonna ask a grown man, do you like watching TV? She did it. You like watching TV? And then so he's like, yeah, I like watching TV. I don't really have the time to like watch TV. Aaliyah is so smart. Let me tell you how smart Aaliyah is. She's like, you like Martin? You like Martin? And then so he was like, you talking about like the show Martin? And she's like, yeah, Martin. And I was like, OMG, Aaliyah is too observant. I'm not ready for it, y'all. I am not ready for it. He's like, yeah, I like watching Martin, man. I used to watch Martin all the time. Shoot. Well, that's what y'all finna go watch. And then I was like, nah, I'm not even finna go home yet. I still got more errands to run. So here go Aaliyah. We going to Nessa house. And he was like, Nessa? And she was like, yeah, Vanessa. Like, trying to, like, explain what she's trying to say. And I have a homegirl named Vanessa. And Aaliyah loves Vanessa. I'm not sure what it is about Vanessa. Like, she is nice and she is sweet. But it's just something about Vanessa. It could be 3 o'clock in the morning. Aaliyah will get out of her bed and be like, I want Vanessa. I want Nessa house. Let's go. She just loved Vanessa. So he's like, all right. Well, I was like, so here goes the guy. So, man, it would be nice to continue these conversations. Here goes Aaliyah. She's smart. She's like, yeah, you want my number? So I'm looking at Aaliyah like, girl, what number? You ain't got no number. You ain't got no number. Let me tell you how smart Aaliyah is. She has this pink book bag with a unicorn on it. She goes into her book bag, right? She grabs 2 cards, right? She grabs my business card, and I have a homegirl walk around with business cards because I don't know who I'm going to run into, and I might want to sell hair oil, body butters, and I walk around with her cards because she sells wigs and sells clothes, and she sells a lot of stuff. So I normally walk around with business cards. I didn't know Aaliyah had some in her book bag. I didn't know that. So she gives him the business card. So he's like, okay, so I'm going to call both of them. And I was like, nah, you could text. You could text. He was like, all right, I don't know which one to text because I don't even know your name. Aaliyah says meow. She said meow. So he's like, meow. So he looking at the card that say meow. So he's like, so it's this card. So text this card. She's like, yeah. And I'm looking like, OMG. I'm done.